Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jamin, and look, y'all. Today we are back with another video. And I look forward to anything. Appreciate everybody for love support. We're on the road to 5K subs. Yes, that is correct, y'all. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers here. I'll make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for your boy J Mid. Okay. Now look, man. I know a lot of y'all been like wondering, like, Jamin, where you been? We ain't got a video. Now, ain't really much been to talk about because I think they're not getting gameplay until like the 28th or something like that. But one of y'all hit me up and was like, "Yo, Jay, did you see what Uncle Demi said in his recent video?" And they said shake my head, and I was like, nah. So I had to go check it out, right? And when I say this to y'all, right, this is the stuff that makes my blood boil. This is why I make rants. This is why some of y'all might think that I'm negative because you're new to this channel. And the whole entire time I'm not. I'm just real, right? Basically in his video, because he was saying a lot of people were complaining. Because if you want to be honest, yes. A lot of people in the community are not happy with the graphics and the lightning that this game has for somehow reason been looking ever since next gen has been out, right? You can really just say the lightning and things like that. And Uncle Demi basically said in this video, yo, look, 2K can easily, or they could have already made and focused on that, lightning stuff and gave y'all the experience that a lot of us were looking for. But he said, but look, they're already making enough money to where they feel like they don't have to. And a lot of y'all might be saying like, well, Jay, maybe that's his opinion. No, this isn't an opinion, okay? Uncle Demi has close connections with the 2K, whether it's the headquarters, the devs, he has connections with 2K. He probably already done played the damn game as far as I'm concerned, okay? The reason why this is very upsetting to me is because I already knew this. I knew this because when you play the game, there's no reason a game like how 2K is right now should make you depressed so quick. Like, you could be having a very messed up day, want to just chill, play the game, and 2K would just make things 10 times worse, okay? There's nothing about 2K that makes you, like, brings you the excitement. And it's not because you grew up, it's just how the game is. It's bland, it's boring. There's nothing about it that makes you want to play it. And for all that, I was going to say, like, bro, everybody likes to say 2K14 and 2K16, but I never played it. I have 2K14 and 2K16 right next to me right now. And I think I'm joking, I can shoot in my next live stream. The only reason why I don't play it, right, is because if you make a my career, you cannot upgrade a player, obviously, because the server's not active and things like that, right? So you're just going to be stuck at a 60 overall. But I want to say this. A lot of y'all been putting up with 2K's BS saying, well, look, man, y'all got ungrateful that 2K and this and that. They're the only basketball game, and y'all are so ungrateful of the games they give us. Well, when Uncle Demi tells you that 2K could have easily given a better experience in the lightning, how things look on the game, but they're just because they're making some money to where they feel they don't have to do anything, just goes to show you, does 2K care about you or me having a good experience, or do they care about dollar signs, right? And this is why the last 3 to 4 videos, right? And I promise you I'm not mad. Y'all just know I get passionate. Gaming is a part of not only my childhood, but me. I love to game, okay? I love to sit home, play the game, and chill and relax, okay? And some of y'all can agree with me. Some of y'all like to do the same thing as well. I love to be first place. I'm competitive, right? But what makes me very irritated with this information, right, is because they keep making current gen. Yes, I call it current gen, PS4, whatever you want to call it, bro. We're in 2025, and that's why this video is going to be called 2K Community. We are in 2025. There is zero excuse for them to, once again, bring back current gen or regular gen, whatever you want to call it, right? Then not to mention, he also said in his video that 2K is making 100 millions or billions, or how much money he said they're making. So if they're already making this amount of money, why are they so focused on making money? Right? That is the stuff that makes me frustrated. And what I don't like is people are going to come back over here and say, oh, you found something to complain about. No, I'm not complaining. I'm speaking real. This is the reality of what we've been dealing with ever since Next Gen has been out. A lot of us thought when Next Gen was going to come out that we were going to get a very fun, real experience about the game. Right? And it's been the complete opposite. And I want to say this to you. If you have that opinion of, oh, you're still complaining, why are you over here? Once again, I said this in my last video. If you don't like the things that I say, if you don't like my opinion, you don't have to be watching these videos. I'm not kicking nobody out. I'm just telling you the reality because I don't like people telling me, like, oh, you're fine to complain about. This is nothing that's complaining. This is the reality of what some of y'all been paying almost $1,000 every single year on a video game. Why? Not because the game almost cost almost $100. Some of y'all bought a $150 version. Some of y'all bought a legendary version, whatever you want to call it. Then you gotta look at builds. How many builds some of y'all making? So when you take all these into fact and you put it all into one, it makes you somebody like me. It makes me very irritated with 2K. Very irritated with 2K, bro. Right? And I want to say this too. All that's gonna be saying like, bro, who cares? I'm still gonna get the game. Y'all be saying like, oh, I don't care. I'm still gonna get the game. This, and that. And it's like, bro, I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing, oh, well, we all gonna get the game every single year. That's giving them an excuse. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because if you decide you don't want to get the game and I decide I don't want to get the game, somebody's gonna still get the game. We understand that. But let's not excuse the fact of what he said. Yeah, they could have easily, got to back to how 2K14 Lightning things were like that. We're looking with the game. But if they're already, he said they're making enough money to where they feel like they don't have to do anything. That is the issue here. And it also tells me why NBA 2K21 was a failure. NBA 2K22 was a failure. NBA 2K23 was a failure. NBA 2K24 was a failure. And I'm going to say this. You would have thought after NBA 2K24, 2K can't get any worse. And we saw how 25 looked. You see what I'm saying? So every time when I go on social media and I'm trying to see like what is going on and what is 2K doing, the more and more I see things, the more and more I just tell them they don't care. They don't care. Right? And that's why I said they had an opportunity, okay? Because a lot of y'all kept saying, well, why do you keep saying that? Because they did. They had an opportunity to say, yo, look, we don't care about the dollars. We want our community to actually have a great time on the game, like how it used to be. And we're never, that's why I said, I don't think we're ever going to get back to that, right? Because their focus is dollar signs, bro. It's just, Uncle Demi just confirmed it for you. If they feel they're already making enough money, why are they going to do, and that's my thing. My thing is this, 2K's not broke. They will never be broke in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? Why are you still focused on how can we get more dollar signs? You already got money. That's being greedy and selfish. So basically, if you're confused with what I'm saying, this means 2K could have gave us the experience that we all were looking for. They could have been dropping these demos, but they're like, well, people keep getting the game. We keep making this amount of money because, and it's not because some of y'all are choosing to, it's because some of y'all have to, right? Some of y'all don't want to sit there, and I understand it. You don't want to, have to grind a build from a 60 and things like that. So you're going to want to upgrade your player, which it shouldn't cost so much to upgrade a player, but that's what 2K focused on is dollar signs. That's all they care about nowadays, right? So I look at it from a standpoint of all of these years, whoever made these decisions said, yeah, let's do this, and this is what's going to make us winners. And you want to know why 2K is a bad game now? The focus is no longer on gameplay, lightning, or anything like that, right? We say this, I've said this in season 1, season 2. No, you could argue season 2, right? Because a lot of people were saying season 1 was just a test, and they were saying that the real game was going to be season 2. A lot of people were saying, oh, this really the demo you're playing, and the rest of the season they're going to fix the game, and that was a complete lie, okay? And that's why I told you I'm tired of seasons. I'm tired of seasons because it's the same thing every year. All they do is touch them with the game or your build, and it's going to get patched, and you're going to make another build. I'm about sick of it. It's a loop that it's like, it's not you're choosing to be in. 2K's forcing you in the loop because of what they're doing behind the scenes that you're going to figure out because you play the game. You see what I'm saying? So this is why when a lot of y'all like, bro, you don't seem excited. This is why I don't seem excited. That information should make some of y'all even consider, do you even want to deal with that? Because he just confirmed it, and go watch the video. I heard everything that he said. And like I said, the one thing that he said was if they're already making a certain amount of money, they feel like they don't have to change it. That right there makes me very frustrated and not only that, disappointed. Very disappointed. Right? Because they clearly have lost focus. Focus is gone. And I'll say this again. 2K's not the only company, you're right. They're not the only company that does this stuff. Okay, they're not. But 2K's standard was way more bigger than some of these companies, right? Or some of these communities that are in gaming, right? It was the 2K community has literally built some of these creators, right? Which I don't even like to say because, people are their own person, right? But that's what y'all like to say. This person came for this community, right? So when y'all are asking me, bro, Jay, you're not uploading a video, I know 2K26 news. I mean, what news is there to talk about, right? I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to keep saying this to y'all. If you are a solo rec player, you should not be pumped up, ready to play. I'm telling you right now, you shouldn't be, yeah, I'm ready to hoop. Especially if you a solo player, that shouldn't be your mindset, bro. Right? Somebody asked me the other day and was like, it was on another burner account, right? Which is, I don't really care, but it's, it was funny to me. Oh, you seem upset because you lost your day ones and you don't have nobody to play the game with. It's not even that. It's, I didn't really lose my day ones. They just don't want to play the game anymore, right? And we see why. The game is depressing now. You see what I'm saying? It's not fun, right? It's not my day ones just left me. They just don't want to play anymore. Look, I have to stream it where I was playing my day ones. I think it was season one, and you can tell they weren't having fun with the game. They were getting frustrated. When it comes to spending time with me, yeah, they were like, yeah, I'm playing with Jay. That's my boy and things like that. But it's like you can tell by somebody's energy, like, bro, I'm not really messing with this. Like, I don't really want to play this anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell that. So that when I said I lost my day ones, it's not that like I lost them to where they don't mess with me. It's, bro, they don't want to play this game, and we see why. And a lot of y'all look at it like, oh, you're just upset. I'm not upset. It's, bro, when me and my dad used to play the game, we were having fun. We were losing a bunch of times. But the most important part was just having fun because the game was fun. You had control of your experience. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of fun on the game. Yeah, obviously on the PS4 days you didn't have, as much access to certain things. But the whole point is it was focused on basketball and you can have a good time. Now this game is filled with advertisements and expensive items that shouldn't even be the actual price. That's real life. Like, bro, I'm seeing a Nike hoodie go for 15,000 VC. A Nike hoodie, like, and it's just the things that 2K had decisions and choices that they could have made to where, and even my demos, they can tell you, bro, I see why Jimmy make his videos now. Somebody got to say something, right? And it's not even somebody got to say something. I grew up, and that's what y'all don't understand. I grew up playing the game, so I expect more. I don't expect 2K to just keep lowering themselves, lowering their standard, because growing up, their standard was on top of the world. You could argue the 2K community was one of the best communities or, known communities in gaming history. You could argue that, right? So you can ask maybe I got to get them on a podcast one day and they'll tell themselves. Like, we don't want to play the game no more because the game is trash now. It's not fun. It's boring. And there's nothing that pushes you to play it, right? Now, a lot of y'all want to say, like, what about 2K14 was so special? I could play 2K14 and we can go through all of that, and y'all see why it's miles ahead of 2K25, right? Y'all can see why 2K16 is miles ahead of 2K25, right? We could do that. But the thing is, some of y'all like to disappear and act like it didn't happen. Just like how the last time where I talked about the viewership was fake and things like that, right? Because a lot of people, they don't really rock with the creator, they rock with just 2K, right? A lot of y'all didn't show up for that either. We put up a lot of channels. It was nothing personal. We're just showing you the reality of their channel because 2K of what they've been doing, right? And that's what I was saying. The viewership ain't real because once people really find out the game is, what it was, then they're going to leave. That's what I said, this fake viewership. Me personally, if somebody subbed to my channel, I want them to rock with me, not just over a game I play. You see what I'm saying? So when I look at this information that Uncle Demi just confirmed and revealed to us, it just makes me more disappointed. And none of you, especially if you are a solo player, should be excited. You already know the builder gonna look really the same because he already confirmed that too. He literally said the builder gonna be really the same thing, right? So when y'all probably thinking like, oh, we better get another builder, it's gonna be lit. No, bro, pay attention, open your eyes, bro. Basically the same builder. You got the city coming back, you got seasons coming back, you got Power by Pro Play coming back, right? And like I said before, right? Y'all have a big decision to make, right? Especially if you are a solo player, okay? Now, if you had teammates, I could understand, me and my boys or, whoever you're playing with, we like to do this and just chill and hoop. I get it, right? But if you are somebody to where you like to win, you're competitive, you know what I'm saying, you want to have a good time, I don't know if 2K26 is going to be that product for you. And simply off the fact that 2K is just not focused. They're not focused. They just want to run it back. And I said this multiple times. Right? And I'm glad that he actually said this so people can stop calling me a hater. So you now got somebody that's actually close with 2K to confirm it for you that, yo, look, 2K could have easily made it a way better product and experience. If they're making enough money, why they feel like they got to do it? And that's the problem. That is why the game sucks. That is why EA College Football is bad. Because they put their focus on dollar signs except for the product. Right? And we're not going to go through that because we already talked about that. And like I told y'all before, a lot of people are not. I'm seeing former Madden champion players saying that EA College Football is like the worst football game they've ever played. I mean, that's how you know it's bad. When you got professional players that like made some money off of playing the game for being known as just being a top player in the game, saying that's how bad the game is. That's really bad, bro. And you know we had that in 2K too. We had former 2K League players, right, stating how bad 25 was, right? And like I said, what do? They have chances to go in the lab and say, okay, are we gonna fix this or are we gonna focus on dollar signs? And what do they say? No, let's focus on dollar signs, right? So, like I said before, y'all, this is why I have my energy and I seem like y'all might think I'm negative and I'm not, okay? I just care more than what y'all do, right? I care because they could do way better. They just choose and they don't want to, right? So, like I said before, man, the choice is yours to make. I'm not. I don't see myself looking forward to be a part of the 2K26, game this year. I just feel like it's a waste of how much the game costs. How much it costs? What, $70, $60? I think it's $70, something like that. I feel like the game that some of y'all that probably already pre-ordered is not worth $70. Okay, I don't feel like it's worth that, right? And some of y'all gonna be paying even more because you gotta think a bill. You gotta pay for that, right? Now I'm a content creator, so obviously I can afford it and pay for it, things like that, right? It's just I don't feel like I'm getting the value out of that, or I would be getting the value out of it. Is how I look at it, right? So yeah, that's just how I feel about what's going on. Now all of y'all asking me, because somebody like, bro, they making the city smaller, it's gonna be different. Like, bro, they said this last year, dog. Okay, they said this stuff last year. I'm just telling y'all that when you make your decision, just keep in mind. And nobody, once again, has still answered my question. I brought it up in my last video too. Can somebody explain to me what is brand new about 26 that we didn't hear about it yet, right? Nobody could tell me anything. So, again, I asked the question again. If you are excited about 2K26, I asked this question again. Can you name me something new that is an NBA 2K26 that you didn't already not only experience or hear, right? If you can't answer the question, that to me is not really something brand new. You see what I'm saying? And that's just how I look at it. It ain't nothing personal. It's just I'm asking a simple question. Now people be, oh, now you asking a funny question because, bro, like ain't much they can really do. There's a lot they can do. Right? The problem is they're focused on dollar signs. So that is why I'm asking the question. Because you're gonna always have somebody try to take it for 2K like they've been, bro, like y'all just hating on 2K. They don't have to give y'all this game. Y'all just hating. Y'all should be thankful they giving y'all this game. Yeah, but how much money are you paying for a build? How much did you pay for the game? How many times are you lagging in your servers? How many times something on your build gets patched or feels patched? How many times does this happen? Right? Way too many times, but hey, people are just ungrateful, right? Or maybe 2K just doesn't care. And maybe Uncle Demi just confirmed that for you, right? So, like I said before, bro, I won't say stop asking me about 2K26 because y'all know y'all want me to cover the information. I get it. But when the game is out, and you're dealing, if you are dealing with things, please do not spam my social media saying you're dealing with this, okay? Because I already know that's gonna happen, bro. I already know that's gonna happen. I'm seeing right now all of y'all, bro. I'm about to make this build. That's cool and all, right? But what happens when something ain't going right with the build and you don't put your money and value into it? Or you gotta make another one. That costs what? Money. Builds aren't free, okay? They're not. If they were, maybe 2K can get a bypass of, okay, well, I mean, you're not paying for a build, but like, no, nothing is free on 2K. Okay? Nothing is free. Okay? So that is why they don't get no excuses, and you can't try to say, oh, Fortnite does the same stuff and y'all don't complain about Fortnite. Fortnite's a free game, bro. I said this multiple times in most of my videos. So you cannot try to keep giving them excuses. Just realize what they're doing is wrong. That's what you need to realize. What they're doing is wrong and it's not right. We're in 2025. Okay? 2025. This ain't 2013. This ain't 2014. We're in 2025, and they're still making the wrong choices, in my opinion. Right now, I'll leave it up to y'all to answer the rest of the questions. But I still want y'all to answer my question because I mean I just want to know. I want to know what is something very different. That's in 2K26. I want to know because I don't feel like it's worth $70. I don't. I really don't. Okay. If you really think, oh, like, bro, oh, stream 2K4, stream 2K16, I can do that. No problems. And we can see the difference. Not only with the lightning, but the fact that you actually had control over your player. You weren't sucked in and pause. You weren't getting dragged by certain things. You, like slow to cut a corner. You can run full speed on a player. It wasn't slow like how 25 is, right? So yeah, that's just how I feel about it, y'all, and that's really my take on it. I don't really have any much to say, but I want to say this to anybody wanting to create some content for 2K26. If you make a decision that you want to make content, and if the game is, what I think it's going to be, you just got to be real with your community. Even if you were hyping up the game, you got to be real. You can't just, when you disappear, that's when they're going to forget about you. Okay? If I didn't care, I wouldn't be telling y'all this. When you disappear because you don't like the game no more, you feel like the game is horrible, at least let your community know why. Yeah, bro, I don't want to play. I don't drop content on the game no more. Let them know. Don't, because if you just disappear, your community gonna forget about you. That's that quick, right? That's why I let y'all know, like how I feel about certain things, or what am I doing if I'm going on vacation, things like that, like all types of stuff. Because I want y'all to vibe with J Mid and not just be here for just 2K, right? So, and that's being real. That's not hopping on a wave. That's me being real with y'all. I want y'all to rock with me for me, not because of 2K. Because when you know what I learned? When 2K dies, people channel die. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want that to happen. Not to my channel, not to some of y'all channels. But that's what happens. And we saw that when I proved some of the viewership was fake. Right? And if you think I'm capping, you can still go look and find that video. So, yeah, like I said, just a little quick tip for y'all. If y'all wanted to, if you want to make content and if it don't plan out for you, if you don't like the game, bro, you just got to just tell your community or whoever you have, supporting you or, showing up to your, platform and your content. Yo, look, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm ready to move on. This ain't going to be, don't look forward to this stuff being on this channel. And they will respect you because not only are you being honest, that's being real. Like, oh, okay, so he doing this, he's letting us know that he's not gonna force himself to do this, things like that, right? Keep it simple, move on, right? But when you just feel like, one thing I'm gonna tell you, do not play the game and you don't like it because your content gonna be horrible. Your content will be very bad if you're playing the game and you don't like the game, right? Now, if you just chilling and want to get a couple of clips and things like that and you really just don't really care, that's different. But if you on the mindset of trying to win and things like that and like the game irritating you, then I suggest you not do it. Because, I mean, the way, like we already confirmed, they're making their gameplay more difficult, right? So there's a lot of things to keep in mind here. But yeah, just want to give y'all some little quick tips, real quick. Pause, obviously, because I know some of y'all are in the chat, in the comments. Yeah, man, hopefully, like I got a couple of vlogs. I got 2 vlogs that I got to drop this week. One of the vlogs, it was supposed to be a part of the first vlog I dropped, but I didn't want it to be like an hour-long video. So I think this vlog can be about 20, 30 minutes of a vlog. It was a part of the trip I went on like 3-4 weeks ago, which is crazy because I feel like I just went on a trip like a week ago. Which obviously I just came back from another vacation, which was 2 days. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm just, letting y'all know, quick heads up was, upcoming with this channel. And yeah, man, just keep grinding, be consistent, and most important, be real. Be real about what's going on. Stop doing this, bro, people gonna get the game. We understand people gonna get the game. Yes, like I said, if you don't get the game, if I don't get the game, somebody is still going to cop 2K26. That doesn't excuse the fact that they have been making these decisions, right, to where they could have easily made a way better product, but they're choosing not to because they're making a certain amount of money, okay? And that's all I got to really say about that. Now, I'm going to let these rest of these plays play in the background because I really don't cover what I had to say, and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm out, right? Stay hydrated. It is hot. I got to get back in the gym. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This summer, I've been eating. Jay been eating real good, chat. This summer, I've been eating real good, but it's like the food just be good, right? But I'm still very young, so I could easily get in the gym, get right. That's what I'm trying to do, right? So, and I'm gonna start vlogging when I go to the gym as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that as well. So we're gonna try to. I'm gonna try to keep you on that journey with me. The thing with the gym is you gotta be consistent. I'm being real, trying really be consistent in the gym, cause it's like, bro, it's like you gotta prepare yourself for those things, like full body workouts. Your whole body gonna be sore, and y'all probably like, oh nah, bro, you just sound like you weak. Okay, then go do it. Go do a full body workout. Then drop content just like that, bro. You gotta really be in the right, mindset. Not only mindset, but shape to do this stuff. Now, obviously, I'm not huge, but I've been eating good, okay? I've been eating good. So that's why I've been trying to get in the gym, right? And that's all that matters. So don't be trying to chip on J Mid. J Mid been trying to get right, okay? And we gonna get right, and y'all gonna see it, and we gonna, take over the world, and we gonna, be J Mid at the end of the day. So yeah, man, that's all I really got, y'all. Appreciate y'all, and man, we signing out, man.